Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the evolution of the sliding plank drill. We've made several videos on this topic already. The sliding plank is a core athletic drill. What it teaches people is how to line up or activate their core for things like push-ups or burpees so that they have more structural endurance so that they can get more out of other exercises. We practice this exercise in an evolution of 4 different levels of complexity so that we can maximize the utility of it. If you are training on a non-permissible surface, permissive surface, such as this, we're training on an asphalt rooftop. If you're training barehanded, all the shifting in this exercise will eat your hands up, and that might detract from some other type of lifting. If you kettlebell a lot and your hands are already constantly pretty beat up, wearing gloves is not a bad idea for something like this. We are going to start this movement in seiza position or low kneeling. Low kneeling position should be sitting all the way down on top of our heels, toes together, heels out. High kneeling would be all the way up here. Half kneeling would be one leg forward. So we are going to start in this low kneeling position. The important part is that your rib cage is not lifted, your lower back is not arched. We don't want what we call the hot girl arch. We would like to drive our rib cage down, scoop our lower back so that we can activate our core. That way, when we load this position later with kettlebells or slam balls, our core is structurally stable. Starting from our seiza position or low kneeling, reach out with 2 hands, arms all the way out, full extension. The sliding plank, the most basic version of this exercise, starts with elbow touch, slide forward, knees stay on the ground, squeeze the glutes as hard as possible. You have to have the glute squeeze part. If you leave out the glute squeeze part, you get this duck butt position. We don't want that. Squeeze that tailbone, pull the belly button towards the spine. Elbows touch down, slide all the way back. The second evolution is knees up on the way out, knees down on the way back. Let's demonstrate that quickly before we go to the third version. Seiza, focus on your scoop. Hands out in front, roll your toes underneath. Drive back with your arms to lift your knees up off the ground 1 to 2 inches. Elbow touch, slide forward, squeeze the glutes. Knees down, feet underneath, slide all the way back. In the third version of this exercise, it is the opposite of the second version. It will be knees down on the way out, knees up on the way back. Scoop the abs, hands all the way out, drive your tailbone back, slide out with your knees on the ground. Elbow touch, knees out, squeeze the glutes, roll the toes underneath, straighten the legs, lift them all the way up. Knees off the ground, elbows touch, slide all the way back. Knees down, roll the toes underneath, knees down on the way out. Key coaching points. Level 1, knees down the entire time. Squeeze the glutes when you get all the way out. The goal is to have our nose stay the same distance off the ground as you are going forward and back. What we don't want to see is tracking up. Doing it incorrectly would be nose down and then coming up and tracking back. That is a different exercise. Let's make sure we're separating them in our mind. Level 2, knees up at the back position, because you're going to be able to get to it easily by pushing with your arms. That causes a different type of core contraction. Level 2, knees up on the way out, knees down on the way back. Level 3, knees down on the way out, knees up on the way back. These exercises tend to help people with low back pain quite a bit. Many people who have low back pain have it because their lower core isn't engaging to support themselves the way that they would like. So we need to build drills to isolate each individual aspect of the movement, and they can work on it. Level 2 and level 3 of this drill have an easy way. It could be hard on the way out or hard on the way back. We make level 2 with the knees up on the way out because it's the easiest to allow people to learn to create that load, because they can do that pushback. Level 3 is considered slightly harder because you have to start from that low plank position and figure out how to push back with your arms and your core, keeping your forehead the same distance away from the ground with the knees staying up. Your knees are going to float up and down quite a bit in the beginning. The more you practice this, the better you will get at it. The more you practice this, the better your push-ups will get and the better your burpees will get.